government policy. Government policy. And the statement shall, and it goes on and on. Is it the case that our acting Minister for Defense,
Honourable Member, you are completely out of order.
I'm just
Why? Oh, God. I read the same standing orders, and I referred to the same issues. Drew his attention to that. Please, now you are repeating and asking questions. Why? Oh, it meant that, please, you know how this thing originated. Your leader was not at the conclave, but you were present. You came with the statement to me at the lobby. And because of the emergency involved, we decided to admit it so that you can make it today. You insisted to vary the order of the business. That was conceded to. And that is why the majority leader even raised the issue that even if we were taking the business according to how it's captured on the order paper, the minister would have been available at the time the statement would have been made. But we varied the order of the business, and it was made earlier than questions. And so the minister was not available, and that the minister will be coming to make the statement. It is under this. But why I said you are out of order is that I have already done what you are doing. And I drew his attention before the majority leader got up to say, yes, he's coming to make a statement as a minister, not as a member of parliament. And so I permitted him to do so, guided by the standing order 91-2. Please, you are my very good friend. Sometimes you are caught up by the pressure from behind you.
I remain your very good friend. And
yes.
You have taught us in this house the need for all of us to aspire to learn. And I was asking question for clarity.
You are speaking to me,
yes,
not to him. And it's not time for questions and answers. And so that's why I say you are out of order. Please.
Speaker, I'm guided.
If these questions, we have to admit them. And the answers will have to come, depending on whether it's oral or written. The rules are clear on that. Then we can allow you to go on. Minister, please make your statement.
Right Honourable Speaker, I come before you today to inform the House of a tragic incident that occurred this morning at the Elwak Military Sports Facility during the ongoing recruitment exercise of the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Armed Forces announced recruitment and enlistment processes about a month ago. Mr. Speaker, the application process closed last Friday, 7th November 2025. All potential applicants were duly notified to appear at their chosen regional recruitment centers for documentation verification today. Right Honourable Speaker, and this was for them to go through body selection. Mr. Speaker, this year's recruitment exercise is being conducted simultaneously across all regions. Indeed, it was a system designed to decentralize the process, reduce congestion, ensure transparency and fairness, as well as to ensure accessibility nationwide. Unfortunately, despite these measures, a stampede occurred at the Elwak facility in Accra. I regret to report that there were 34 persons who were direct casualties, some of whom are potential recruits, and others, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, are not related to the enlistment at all. Mr. Speaker, out of these 34 casualties, 6 persons have been confirmed dead. Mr. Speaker, 5 are critical, and as we speak, they are the ICU. Right Honorable Speaker, 12 are fairly critical. Mr. Speaker, the rest are stable and under observation. Additionally, there is a reported case of 1 person hospitalized at the Kumasi Recruitment Center, though that incident is unrelated to the stampede in Accra. Mr. Speaker, in light of this development, the Ministry of Defense has halted the recruitment process in Accra until further notice. I wish to assure honorable members that in all other regions, the exercise is progressing smoothly and without incident. Right Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Defense deeply mourns the loss of life and extend condolences to the affected families. We are working closely with the Ghana Armed Forces, medical teams, and law enforcement agencies to provide full support to the injured and to investigate the circumstances that led to this tragedy. Mr. Speaker, as a result, the Ghana Armed Forces has instituted an internal board of inquiry to investigate the causes of this unfortunate incident. Right Honorable Speaker, the safety and dignity of applicants remains paramount, and the ministry will take every step necessary to prevent reoccurrence of this matter. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Honorable members, we will continue with the comments, and I had earlier on recognized him, so he will be the first to have.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, I would like to express my sympathies to the bereaved families and also to the Ghana Armed Forces for such an event. Mr. Speaker, I believe that a lot of us have spoken on this matter, and I believe that it is time that our planning processes change for the recruitment of our young men into the national and the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time we've heard of stampedes for this recruitment, and this one is a turning point. Mr. Speaker, I believe that, like Honorable Puziga said, it is time that we decentralize to the grassroots, all the way to the constituencies. Mr. Speaker, this business of registration, all are new, all the time, should also stop. I believe that when people get into the system and they are qualified, we should have a gradual process of recruiting them over time. There's no point, Mr. Speaker, putting over 10,000 people or 5,000, putting over 10,000 people or 5,000, just 1 point. There's no point. We can do it over a week and do, say, 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time. Because when you put so many people together, even the potential for disease transmission is also very high. So even though we are there to actually recruit people, we actually be transmitting diseases to other persons. And I believe that it is time that we go back. Thank you for the guidance. Mr. Speaker, the issue of decent jobs are issues that we need to address. And naturally, Mr. Speaker, there might be alternative views and alternative positions to that matter. But I wanted to draw the attention of the House to the fact that we need to work together, sit down together, and agree that if we are working with, say, 24-hour economy or the 4 million jobs position that the MPP said, how can you sit down and say, where do we draw the lines and where do we fix it, so that we can give opportunities to our young people to work? Because, Mr. Speaker, when more young people work, it increases the productivity of this country. It generates jobs and it creates prosperity for all Ghanaians. Because when money moves around, wealth is generated. So we should find new ways of making sure that every young person is occupied. Because if we don't get them occupied and always looking at one side, military, police, whatever, and they're also not getting their jobs in those places, Mr. Speaker, these stampedes will continue to be problematic for us. We know that the recruitment of the Ghana into the Ghana Armed Forces or the police have always generated a lot of debate, even in this House. Sometimes we talk about political recruitment, sometimes
the oneness of God. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody. It is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to pass. Not even one person hoped and prayed that one person would die there. Let us understand that. If that were the wish of anybody, I haven't seen or thought of that person. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate what you mistakes. Let us look into it. I've heard one of my colleagues saying that there are other recruitments to come on. Yes, that is true. It's a very big lesson, and we use the problems that have occurred or the mistakes that would have taken place, and we correct ourselves and forge ahead. We are sitting here, and most probably we might be talking and looking at it. They voted for NDC, MPP, PNC, or even they never voted. But here we are worried. We are not happy because we didn't wish them and we never thought of that. So let us be conscious of that. Let me appreciate the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for putting a halt to the activity at the Elwak Stadium. Mr. Speaker, I wish to suggest that whether now or in the future, decentralization should be properly done. It could even be done by districts, not regions, by districts. And if we can go down to the grassroots, it can even be by constituency. After all, they are all Ghanaians and they are our people. Rather than let people travel maybe from Pusiga to Accra, the Elwak Stadium, only to come and then die when nobody ever dreamt of it. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish to call on all of us to stay united and then to talk and to note that we are a representative